This is the weekly Grifball Hubcast, only on GrifballHub.com.
Thank you for joining us on twitch.tv/GrifballHub. We got a smaller podcast for you today because we are between championship weeks. We have yet to play our pro championship game, which is happening, I believe, either Wednesday or Thursday this week. I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday.
September 8th.
Nothing solid yet. And we're going to have our championship semifinals for AMI, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
The AMI, they have AMI playoffs as being on Mondays and Wednesdays. So,
yeah, I know the championship's going to be on the 14th. I'm pretty sure that's what Rage told me yesterday. I'll be playing my series against Underrated most likely tomorrow, so hopefully we can get that streamed.
Cool. So we got several games plans working up for our championship games. So we'll have you stay tuned on Twitter at GrifballHub or at Grifball to find out the next dates for those games.
yes.
Yeah, and that'll be, what is it, Impulse and Next Dimension?
I'm actually not entirely sure who's got the pro championship.
Yes.
Oogie's your man.
Impulse and Next Dimension fighting for the championship games this week.
So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be your big game. And then in terms of the first round for the AMI playoffs, we got Aftershock going against Legendary and Underrated going against Oblivion.
Yep.
So, Crobar, can the stream hear you? All right. So,
Yep.
How do you feel about having your first game being against Underrated? And how do you guys feel about that?
Well, I feel like we've come together in the last couple weeks. I mean, I think we dropped 2 games out of our last 4 weeks, maybe. So I'm pretty sure we're something like 6-2 or 8-2 in our final, to end off the season. So we're ending real strong. We lost both our matchups to Underrated, but that was at the very beginning and mid-season. So I feel like we've improved a lot since then. And I think definitely in a best of 3 too, because all of my team are older people, so it's like we take time to adapt or whatever. We're not as dedicated to Halo 5 as we used to be to Grifball. So now that we figured the game out and can adapt mid-series, I think we'll have a good chance of beating them.
Okay. And who are you looking for on your team to make a big impact during that game?
Bacon for Days, aka Big Daddy. He's our last couple weeks. He's just I think Halo 5 finally just clicked with him. He's like, oh, I forgot how to tank. He was he destroyed Legendary's tank line along with Sonic. So I think if he steps up, we'll definitely win the series.
Okay. And then in terms of the other game, what are you guys' predictions for the Aftershock and Legendary game?
Definitely Aftershock. I mean, they've been so dominant throughout the whole season. So I don't see them dropping probably even a game to Legendary.
Yeah, I got to go with Aftershock on that one. But I think Legendary may manage to pull out one, but I see Aftershock taking that as well.
The thing with Legendary though is they're very, I guess to describe it, an emotional team. If they're doing well, then they're going to continue to do well. But if they're not playing well, then they're just going to fall apart.
Definitely.
So they need to come out the gate strong and probably win game 1. Otherwise, I don't think they're going to have any sort of chance at beating Aftershock.
Okay. Suppose.
Well, I know.
Or why don't we talk about the Pro Championship?
I know we're waiting on.
Who think's going to win that, guys?
I guess it's half and half for Impulse or Next Dimension. I've heard cases for both sides. With Kid Tonga and his Dream Tank lineup with Galvanator. And we have Next Dimension with Fearless and Gunnery Sergeant. So we got some solid lineups here. And I believe it's kind of 50-50. I'm not sure who's a stronger lineup in this championship game. So it's going to be interesting to watch honestly.
Yeah, with those two teams, it seemed like it's probably going to be mostly a tank fest. So I guess it's really who's going to outsmart the other team at that
Yeah.
point, because it's just going to be a clash of two titans.
So I think Tonga's team might have a
So-
slight advantage in that.
Yeah, I was going to say if Tonga could bring the brains, then I think that'll give him the edge.
Mm-hmm.
And
All right, and anything else?
the past week there was the Emmy All Stars.
Oh yeah, the All Stars game. That was fun. That was fun. We won all 5 games, so that was interesting. We got reverse swept by I don't remember who was the captain for the other side. I think it was Avenger. So his side, we won the first 2 games, and then I brought in Hydro Kids, and he kind of just turned the tables in the last 3 games.
Nice.
Yep.
Turned the tables in a not so fun way. He was hard to deal with all around. It sucks that we had some technical difficulties too, with a lot of people lagging out. Nuke Talk actually lost power midway through because he lives in Florida, and so the hurricanes, was around there a couple of days ago. So he had high winds and knocked out his power. So he just stopped play because of that, and then a couple lag outs during it. But that's Halo 5, or that's Xbox Live.
That's Halo
I guess.
5.
I don't know.
That's Halo.
It's one of them.
Yeah. But either way, it's kind of a, I guess, uneventful week. Really, really not too much been going on.
Yeah, it's like a
We're just in
little week.
transition, especially
Yeah.
with DJ there
Yeah.
at PAX, having a good time.
Yeah, there was a couple Grifballers at PAX. DJ's there. I know Rage went. I think Leo and
Mhm.
Sam. Not sure who else is there for Grifballers, but
And Sonic.
yeah, there's not a lot going on.
Unfortunately.
Other than that,
Yeah, we only had the All-Star event, the Emmy All-Star event. I can't think of anything else that happened this week.
I can't either.
Wonder if any power rankings were posted for Emmy playoffs. I'm curious now.
I
I'm gonna go
don't
check
think
that.
he's done them yet. I
No.
didn't see it. No, not yet. He said he was going to have them up this week. So look for them, I guess, later on today. But
Yeah, today or maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
Who knows?
no, but Pop Tart's doing a great job with his new content. So
Oh, for
he just
sure.
want to organize the
Yeah,
Yeah.
big shout out to
All-Star
Pop-Tart.
games
He's doing
and
a lot of
all
stuff.
that. So we're glad for
Yeah, he
that.
ran All-Star.
he's keeping the stats too, isn't he?
Updates.
Yeah.
I know he's doing Emmy stats. I don't know about
Uh.
Pro.
Yeah.
But he's been doing a lot of stuff. That's why people want him to be an admin. He's putting in a lot of work.
Pop Tart for president.
Emmy president. Don't give him that much responsibility.
just the
too much.
Emmy admin.
Sure.
Yeah, big shout out to him.
All right.
Any forum stuff going on that's eventful, and not just the usual. I don't browse the forum, so
I don't browse a whole lot. I didn't see anything.
Yeah. It's just been an in-between kind of week.
Yeah, it's one of those
yeah.
days. There's really not much going on.
I'm sure next week will be the big Hubcast because Pro
Mhm.
Championship's done. DJ will be back from PAX, so I'm sure he'll have a slew of stuff to talk about.
Oh, okay. The only thing I see here is it's got the underrated Oblivion game being scheduled for this Monday at 9:00. So that's
Yep.
and the Aftershock and Legendary is still to be decided. So that's really it.
Looks like you'll be streaming that one, Trespass, since me and Sonic
Yeah.
will be playing.
Yeah, I'll definitely be. I'll be involved in that one.
The struggle when you have two streamers playing on the same.
That's why there's 3 of us.
It's true. Plus,
Yeah, I guess 4.
4.
But
We're
we're working
expanding.
on it
Everything's in the works.
for sure.
So
That it for this week, guys? You got anything else to add?
Not
I
really.
think that's
Nothing much
about
going on.
it.
I gotta go do some yard work. So that's gonna be the rest of my day.
Yeah, mine's not too far off.
Well, all right. I guess that's it. Sorry for the uneventful week, everybody, but not much going on. So, thanks for tuning in. If there's anybody even tuning in, I didn't even check.
We got a soundbite in there for a little bit.
Yeah, soundbites there. Don't worry about it.
Alrighty. Well, I guess that's where we'll end it. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Grifball Hubcast. Be sure to follow us on Twitter @GrifballHub for all the latest in Grifball news and entertainment.